I never imagined a driveway could turn into a battlefield until she stormed up to my house, drenched from the rain, waving a clipboard like it was a weapon, and screamed that my driveway belonged to the HOA. I stood there, heart pounding but calm, knowing she had no idea what I was about to do. She had always loved stirring trouble, barking orders at neighbors and acting like she owned the place. But today she had picked the wrong target. I had spent weeks preparing, digging through old records, emails, and finally locating the official deed proving the driveway was entirely mine. As she yelled, I simply smiled and invited her to look at the paperwork. But she laughed, thinking I was bluffing. The next day, we were in court, and she strutted in like a queen, confident that the judge would side with her, that everyone would finally see her as the powerful HOA enforcer she believed herself to be. I calmly laid the deed on the table, watching her smile falter as the judge studied it. The room was tense, neighbors peeking over the benches, waiting for the showdown. This property belongs to the defendant, the judge finally said, and her face turned pale, her mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. She tried to argue, to twist the rules, but I could see her confidence crumble with every word. I realized then that all her shouting, all her threats, were nothing compared to the truth. As we left the courtroom, she refused to even look at me, and I felt a strange mix of relief and triumph. But the twist came hours later when I received a notice from the HOA. They had quietly amended some boundaries years ago, and one tiny strip of the driveway technically belonged to them. It was so small it didn't matter legally, but knowing her, she would never stop trying. I laughed quietly to myself, knowing this meant our battles weren't over, but I was ready. If someone tried to take what's rightfully yours and humiliate you in front of everyone, would you stay silent or fight back like I did, knowing the truth is your strongest weapon?